Hello everyone. My name is Amir Merchant. I am a licensed immigration advisor for New Zealand and a former migration agent for Australia, currently based in Auckland. On this channel, I share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comment section of this video. Now let us go over an important update from Immigration New Zealand. If you are working in sectors like healthcare, aged care, transport, or other essential industries, then this video could completely change your pathway to New Zealand residence, because today I am going to walk you through the entire sector-specific residence pathway from start to finish, including how it works, who qualifies, and what you must do to avoid costly mistakes. And here is something most people do not realize. This pathway was not created for everyone. It was created to solve critical labor shortages in very specific sectors, which means if you are in the right role, your pathway can be much more structured and predictable compared to general immigration rules. But if you misunderstand the rules, you can lose valuable time. So stay with me till the end, because I will also explain the most common mistakes and how to avoid them. Let us start with the basics. What are sector-specific pathways? Sector-specific pathways are residence pathways designed for workers in industries where New Zealand has long-term shortages. The most well-known examples include the care workforce and transport sector pathways. These pathways allow workers in these sectors to move from a work visa to residence after meeting certain conditions over time. So this is not an instant residence visa. It is a staged pathway. You work first, then you qualify, then you apply for residence. Now let us break this down step by step. Step 1 is entering New Zealand on the correct work visa. In most cases, this will be through an accredited employer work visa. This is the foundation of your pathway. Without this, you cannot begin your journey. Your employer must be accredited, your job must be genuine, your salary must meet the required threshold. Now, step 2 is confirming that your role is eligible under a sector-specific pathway. This is extremely important. Not every job in healthcare or transport qualifies. Your role must be specifically listed under the relevant sector pathway. For example, care workforce roles may include support workers, caregivers, and similar occupations. Transport roles may include certain drivers and logistics-related positions. If your role is not on the list, then this pathway may not apply to you. Now, here is where many applicants make a mistake. They assume that working in the sector is enough, but immigration looks at exact roles, duties, and conditions, so always verify your eligibility carefully. Now, step 3 is understanding the work requirement. This is the core of the pathway. You must work in New Zealand in your eligible role for a specific period. Typically, this is around 24 months of full-time employment. During this time, your job must remain consistent. Your employer must remain accredited, your salary must meet required thresholds, and your employment must be genuine and continuous. This is very similar in structure to other work to residence pathways, where applicants must complete a qualifying period of work before applying. Now, here is a critical detail many people overlook. If your salary drops below the required threshold or your role changes in a way that no longer meets eligibility, your qualifying period may stop counting, and this can delay your residence significantly. So consistency is everything. Now, step 4 is maintaining compliance during your work period. This is where strategy becomes important. You must ensure your visa remains valid. You must renew or extend your work visa if needed, and you must avoid gaps in your employment, because gaps can affect your eligibility. Now, let us talk about salary thresholds because this is becoming increasingly important in immigration. New Zealand is placing greater emphasis on wages to ensure that migrants are genuinely skilled and contributing to the economy. In many cases, your role must meet or exceed the median wage or a specified rate, and this median wage benchmark has been increasing over time, which means applicants must stay updated with current thresholds. Now, step 5 is preparing for your residence application. Do not wait until the end of your work period. Start preparing early. You will need employment agreements, pay slips and tax records, evidence of job duties, employer confirmation letters, proof of salary, police certificates, medical reports. Immigration New Zealand will assess whether your work experience is genuine and meets the pathway requirements. So your documentation must clearly support your case. Now, step 6 is applying for residence. Once you complete the required work experience, you can apply under the relevant sector-specific residence pathway. At this stage, Immigration New Zealand will assess your employment history, your compliance with visa conditions, your salary and role, your health and characters, and your overall credibility. If everything aligns, you may be granted residence, and after holding residence for a certain period, you can move toward permanent residence. Now let us talk about family. One of the key advantages of this pathway is that your partner and dependent children can usually be included in your residence application. This means your entire family can benefit from your pathway. However, they must also meet health and character requirements, and your relationship must be genuine. Now, let us talk about recent updates and future direction. New Zealand continues to refine its immigration system to focus on real workforce needs. There is increasing emphasis on sector demand, genuine employment, accredited employers, and work experience in New Zealand. Recent policy direction also shows that sector-based pathways are becoming more important as the country targets specific labor shortages. At the same time, new pathways are being introduced and existing ones are being refined to better align with economic needs, which means this pathway is likely to remain a key route for many applicants. Now, let us talk about the biggest mistakes you must avoid. Number 1, choosing a role that is not actually eligible. Number 2, working for a non-accredited employer. Number 3, not meeting wage requirements. Number 4, changing jobs without understanding immigration impact. Number 5, not maintaining consistent employment. Number 6, relying on outdated advice. These mistakes can delay your residence or even result in refusal. Now, let me give you a simple winning strategy. Start with the right job. Ensure your employer is accredited. Confirm your role is eligible. Maintain your salary and employment conditions. Track your work experience carefully. Prepare your documents early. If you follow this approach, your pathway becomes much clearer and more structured. And here is the final truth. Sector-specific pathways are not shortcuts. They are targeted pathways designed for people who are contributing to critical industries in New Zealand. So your success depends on consistency, compliance, and careful planning. If you are applying under a sector-specific residence pathway, careful planning of your role, employment conditions, and supporting documents is essential to avoid complications later in your application, and we can assist and guide you with the entire process. We hope you found this information useful. If you would like personalized immigration advice based on your situation, you can reach us round the clock by calling or sending a text message on our WhatsApp mobile number +642217860007, also provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. If you found this update helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might benefit. We will be back again with another interesting update very soon. Thank you for watching.